Monday night show as part of our American Dreams collection. She launched with Adam Freeman and sold out, not once but twice. I worked with you on the list, selling out for the third time. And now she's back with customers ranting and raving how much they absolutely adore this insole. It didn't just take, you know, Abby Walker to come up with this idea. It took a podiatrist and a rocket scientist. I'd love to have been on that conversation, that conference call, to come together to go ahead and find a way that's not only accepted by the American Podiatric Medical Association, but found a way to take these big high heels that we wear or would like to wear, put the balance back to where it's supposed to be, so you can now stand hours in shoes. A lot of you ask me, Amy, I stand in high heels probably 8-9 hours a day. They're like, how do you do it? I'm like, oh my gosh, have you not tried Vivian?
We have the solution.
We've got the solution. Usually each pair of these sells for $19.95. You get 2 of these for $19.95. So it's a buy one, get one. So we're gonna share with you the sizing on this. I'm an 8.5, so I ordered these in a medium. So the P is for size 4 to 5.5. We've got small, 6 to 7.5. I'm a medium, 8 to 8.5, and large, 10 to size 12 here. So unlike any insert or insole, this immediately you feel the difference. Because I'm not falling forward, even though I'm standing in a 5-inch heel.
Yes, so this insole may not look like much. In fact, it's very hard to see, but it will forever change the way you wear high heels. This was designed by a podiatrist and engineered by a rocket scientist, and in essence, it adjusts the pitch and position of your foot in the shoe, and it stops your foot from slipping forward. So imagine this is your foot in a high heel. It ever so slightly rotates the ankle bone up and back for an equal distribution of weight, and it stops your foot from slipping forward in the shoe. So it's great. So you mentioned pressure on the forefoot.
Oh, please.
So if you take a look at this graphic, the foot on the left is a standard 3-inch heel. 75% of a woman's body pressure is on her forefoot. The red, the orange, the yellow spots, that's where we feel the pain. That's where we feel the burning. And I know we know all too well how awful that is.
Oh, please.
So the foot on the right is the same woman, same shoe, same foot, with Insolia inserted into that. And you can see the equal distribution of weight. In fact, there is more weight in her heel than there is on the forefoot. So just a phenomenal product, just a great product. And it's wedding season and it's summer season. So everyone wants to wear their fun, flirty shoes and their wedding open toe shoes and whatnot. Most insoles are 3/4 insoles, and they go into the forefoot to stop the pressure, to stop the pain from happening. Ours actually prevent that pain from happening. So if you take a look at this.
Absolutely, I'm sorry I have them all here.
No, you're fine.
These are actually leaving with me. I've got more shoes to put them in.
If you take a look at this strappy sandal, look how discreet that is. Look how thin that is. You can barely see that in the shoe, and you can barely feel that in your shoe. It is just tremendous. Nothing goes under the forefoot. So there's no pressure to, nothing to crowd the shoe, crowd the toes in the shoe. It's just a phenomenal product.
Isn't it? And I'm telling you, the minute you put them on, and I've bought the gel soles, I've bought all kinds of inserts, and it did nothing for heels. So if you're a woman, whether you're standing in a 1-inch heel and your feet are bothering you, or you're like me in a 5-inch heel, this is a weight shifting insole. So again, it's moving your weight. It's improving the comfort, low, mid, and high heel. So it doesn't matter the heel height, and it adjusts pitch and position of the feet and shoes. You don't really know it's there, but it's stopping you from sliding forward, therefore relieving that pressure. I mean, it works like a dream, and that's why I say a podiatrist and a rocket scientist created this technology. It's made of a patented clear formula, and you just choose your side here. So once you put them in your shoe, they're in. We'll show you how to position them in your shoe. We have so many of you ordering. We got 2 minutes or sell out on this. It's a buy one, get one free. If you are trying to stand in heels, whether it's 1-inch or it's a 5-inch and your back bothers you, your legs bother you, the ball of your foot is on fire, going numb. It will not with these.
No, it won't. So women typically have 2 reactions when putting this into their shoe. They either have an instantaneous relief of pressure off their forefoot.
That's what I had.
Which is phenomenal. Or if you wear high heels for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours before the pain kicks in, now you can wear them 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours before the pain, before you